Will the new Big Ten scheduling format hurt or help the Huskers' cause? Welcome to the Voice of College Football, GBR. And please help our cause by hitting the like button and, of course, subscribe right here at the Voice of College Football. The Big Ten announced its new scheduling format and the exact schedule for 24 and 25, not the exact dates and times, but all the opponents. Let's get to the Nebraska cause. Of course, the one permanent rival that they will play each and every season indefinitely, the Iowa Hawkeyes, as we predicted that would be the case. So for Nebraska, it's only one permanent opponent each and every season, the rivalry against the Hawkeyes that we would expect to be played on Black Friday going forward, as it has been since Nebraska joined the Big Ten. Let's look at Nebraska's 2024 schedule and compare it to what they faced in the Big Ten previously. They have 4 home games: Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan State, Indiana. The away games for the Huskers: Iowa, Northwestern, Purdue, Penn State, and UCLA. So it shapes up like this. Think of it this way. Currently, going through the 2023 season, Nebraska plays all division foes in the Big Ten Western Division. That's 6 of the 9 conference games. They rotate in playing 3 teams from the Big Ten Eastern Division. Well, in this 2024 season, they will be playing 5 current Big Ten Western Division teams, 3 from the East, and then 1 added team. That is the newcomer in UCLA. The Huskers, by the way, 7-6 all-time against UCLA. So for Nebraska, what's different about this schedule than their current setup? Well, they're just not facing Illinois. Otherwise, 5 division opponents or current division opponents, 3 from the East, add in UCLA. And then let's look at the non-conference schedule just to complete the 2024 outlook against UTEP, Colorado. Of course, the Huskers facing the Buffs this season. They get the return trip to Lincoln in 2024. Nebraska leads the series 49-20 with 2 ties, and then they also face Northern Iowa. So that's the look for Nebraska. Iowa's the permanent opponent. Minnesota is their two-play opponent. So every Big Ten team gets 1 or 2 what are termed two-play opponents, teams in which they will play in 2024 and 25, but they are not guaranteed permanent opponents into the future. Let's check out the Husker schedule for 2025. So for this season, Nebraska gets to play 5 games at home against Iowa, Illinois, Michigan, Rutgers, and UCLA. The away games are Minnesota, Maryland, Ohio State, and USC. Out to the Coliseum to play the new Big Ten member USC, a trip to Columbus to take on Ohio State. The all-time record for Nebraska against USC, not favorable for the Huskers. 0-4-1 in 5 games. They last played USC in a 45-42 loss in the Holiday Bowl of 2014. So again, currently Nebraska plays 6 division opponents out of the Big Ten Western Division, 3 from the East. In this particular year of 2025, they're only playing 3 current Big Ten Western Division teams. And of course, the East is better than the West, especially the top half of the East against the top half of the West. So it would figure that Nebraska's schedule is getting tougher with the addition of USC and UCLA, plus more games against what are current Big Ten West Eastern Division teams, like Ohio State, Michigan. They play the 2 major foes out of the Big Ten Eastern Division in 2025, and then Rutgers and Maryland. And of course, we will stop calling them East and West teams when we get to that point in 2024. So no Wisconsin, no Northwestern or Purdue out of the current Big Ten Western Division. So 3 current Western Division foes, 4 from the East, and the 2 newcomers. So Nebraska plays 1 in UCLA in 2024, but they play both USC and UCLA in 2025. So quite a treat for Nebraska fans in facing the 2 newcomers to the conference. When we look at the out-of-conference schedule, it's pretty light in 2025 with Louisiana Monroe, Akron, and then the other game against Cincinnati on the road. So Nebraska going to Big 12 territory and taking on Cincinnati. The only time the Bearcats and the Huskers have faced off, 1906. Nebraska's schedule will be tougher. Everybody's schedule will be tougher, especially those current Big Ten Western Division teams. It only makes sense. Add USC, a top 5 to 10 program in college football. UCLA, a top 15 to 25 to 30 program in college football, and more games against the Eastern Division. Tougher road for Matt Rule and Nebraska than it was for Scott Frost and his predecessors in the Big Ten, Bo Pelini in particular. But that's what it is for the Huskers. Got to step up, got to get ready to play for 2024, first of 2023, and throughout the rest of the summer here at the Voice of College Football, we will get you set for Nebraska's 2023 season. Please like the video, share the videos out on social media, and subscribe right here at the Voice of College Football, GBR.